What is up, Cortland? Welcome back to Division 3 podcast. I'm your host, Zach Jackson. And as you can see, we're not in our normal studio today because we are in Saratoga Springs. I always talk about Frisbee on the podcast. I'm a Frisbee player. A lot of people I have on are Frisbee players. And I wanted to take you guys to a tournament with me and show you what it's like. So next point, I'm going to flip the camera around, explain some of the rules a little bit. I might interview some players, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so this is our team over here. They're lining up, setting their defense. That's the other team over there. They're lining up. They're setting their defense and offense. That's the other team's sideline. Our sideline's over here. Here's some of our players. And, what's going to happen is I believe that we are getting the disc. So that team is going to pull the disc all the way to here, and then that's when play is going to start. So this is some footage of our team pulling the disc to the other team. We won the last point, so when you win a point, you give the disc up. If you lose a point, then you get the disc. Some quick things. The goal of this game is to get the disc into the end zone. This is a non-contact sport. You're not allowed to run. You're not allowed to hit anyone. That's some good defense by the other team. What they're doing right now is we're on offense now. The only way to get the disc is to intercept it midair, like James just did. Oh, wait. Nope, he was on offense. We lost that disc. The disc drops the floor. It's a turnover. And, I'm just going to let you guys watch the rest of this point, kind of see how things are taking place. I'll call something out if I see it. So unfortunately, the other team just scored. So that means that this point is over, and now a new line is going to get on the field and set up. So one more thing that I'd like to cover before I start talking to some players is that there are two main positions on offense, handler and cutter. Right now, for our team, where'd he go? Number 10 is handler. Got the navy blue shirt. He's a handler. I don't know who the other handler is on the. Oh, number 2 is a handler. Their jobs are generally speaking to throw the disc, and like everyone else is a cutter. They catch the disc. That's not saying that they can't also throw it, but generally speaking, to put it up in like basketball terms, the handlers are the point guards. The handlers are the QBs. The cutters are the receivers. Cutters are everyone else on the floor. And I'd also like to say, sorry if you guys can't really hear me that well. These tournaments get really loud. I'm losing my voice because I'm screaming so much. We got a game on this field. There's this whole sideline. There's games all the way on this field. There's games on that field. There's games across the street. Everyone's yelling. Everyone's screaming. So please bear with me if the audio quality isn't the greatest.
Moran, you're hot! Moran, you're hot!
Another thing that I think is really cool right now is that we are currently playing Yale. And yes, we are playing the Ivy League Yale team. So teams from all over the place come out to these tournaments. So right now we're coming out of halftime. Generally speaking, how it works is on Saturdays, games are to 13. So the first team that scores 7 points sends it into halftime. And then Sundays of tournaments, it is 15, so 8 points sent it to halftime. I believe that your team sent it into halftime. It's a very close game, though. And I just want to do a little piece of explaining before I get into some interviews. I don't have a lot of time during halftime to interview players, but I interview some of our players right now. So, this right here is our treasurer / B team captain, Brian Wise. Good to say so. So for this tournament, we split into an A team and a B team. Brian's one of the B team captains. Ryan is also B team captain, but he's not over here right now. The reason why I didn't film any B team plays is because I played in those games, didn't have time to film it. So I'll let Brian tell you, how did we do on the day?
I'd say we had a decent day. We went 1-2. We won our first game. We came out pretty hot. Had a lot of great plays, but we fell just short in the second and third games. The second game was very close. It was decided by 1 point. When we ran out of time, it was pretty much just whoever won that 1 point, and they just kind of stormed on us, so it was very close. And the third game wasn't quite as close. Wheels were kind of coming off at the end, but it's okay. What really matters is we have bracket play tomorrow, so we'll just have to face them. We couldn't win today, so we just have to face some tougher teams tomorrow, and that's all right.
Yeah, so as a captain, what is your role during games?
My role during the games is to coordinate who's going to go onto the field, set up lines, give people positions on the field. Like if we're on defense, we can either have a man defense or a zone defense. So in man, everyone's just playing on someone. But in the zone, there's different positions, so I have to coordinate that. And then in our offense, there are also different positions, kind of like in football or like baseball, where everyone has a different spot that they go, something that they're better at than other people. So it's my job to kind of figure out what people are skilled at to put them in the right positions to succeed.
Yeah, and that was probably, I'm going to assume that was tough for you today because we're kind of undermanned on the B team. We have 11 people, I think. How many people do we have?
Yeah, we're down to anywhere from like 12 to 13 people, depending on who gets called up to our A team. We had a couple of good guys come down and play for us today that were able to join us, but we may be even more so undermanned tomorrow. So it's really just going to be it's really going to be tough to figure out what we can and can't do at any given point, see what we have, what we can accomplish.
Yeah, I'll say this sport is a lot of running, and we played 3 games straight, and we didn't have a bye. That's why we're watching the A team's game right now, because they had a bye, so they're 1 game behind us, and they started later.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of running. We didn't have a bye. It gets real tiring, and we get to do it all again tomorrow.
Yes.
But thank you so much.
Of course.
So this right here is Maxwell Tolan.
Hello, hello.
Say hello. He is a handler on the B team. He's a great veteran presence. He's probably the most experienced on our B team.
I think I am by a semester and change.
Yeah. So what did you like that you saw from the B team today?
I like seeing like a lot of people who haven't really played much Frisbee. Like it's the first semester. It's only the second time we've played as a B team, like separate from the A team. And so for a lot of our rookies, their first time getting consistent reps. And I just like seeing how quickly everyone has grown. Like from our first tournament in Fredonia a couple months ago to now, even though we haven't been playing together like as the B team, it's still great to see how the chemistry is going. We had a lot of work on the lines. It was solid. It was a good day.
Yeah, I like to say that a vast majority of our B team is rookies. I think there's only like 4-ish returners. And we had our president help us out today because we didn't really have a lot of numbers.
Yeah, bless him.
Yeah. As a handler, what do you look for in a good cutter?
In a good cutter, just being able to adjust quickly, moving constantly. Like when you're a cutter, you can't really be stationary. So I like someone who's moving around a lot, getting open, finding space. I like someone who I can trust to go deep towards the end zone, go over someone if they have to, and make the catch.
Yeah, and our rookies, some of our rookies were definitely doing that today. I was also handling today. I kind of played both positions. But, another thing as a handler, how easy is it to throw a Frisbee when it's cold outside?
Not easy. Definitely not easy. I don't mind the cold too much. I can play in the cold generally. When I get moving, I warm up and I'm fine. But what's the worst is getting a throw especially a throw that comes in at high speed from close distance, straight to the hand, or even worse, the wrist in the cold. It's awful. Leaves bruises sometimes.
So I'll say throwing in the cold is not easy, and catching in the cold is even harder.
Definitely, yeah. No, not fun.
Yeah, right here, this tournament, it's a little windy. It's about 45 degrees outside, so
it's not that bad. I've been enjoying it.
We've had worse tournaments. It's pretty cloudy. It looks like it's gonna rain soon. I hope it doesn't, because we play in the rain. So
yeah, there's no stopping unless it starts. We've never had a thunderstorm during a tournament yet. I don't want to jinx it, but we've had some pretty tough weather at these tournaments. It's chilly. It's a little windy, but considering we've played in winds probably 5 times as strong, played in 30-degree weather, played in the snow, played in the rain. We play in all weather, so anything like this, we take that as a wonderful day, wonderful tournament.
Yeah, but as a vet on the B team, how would you? Are there any rookies that you'd like to shout out?
I would like to shout out today Tyler, because he was called up to the A team. He still played with us today. He did a great job, always getting open, very consistent. Now I gotta think of who's actually a rookie on our B team. James Weilert, JW, Jalbert, whatever you want to call him, he's a beast. Very solid day from him today. Who else? Not a lot of rookies on hands, which is something I want to see more of. But honestly, all the rookies, Alex, my boy VG, he had a good day as well. Very quick, always gets open. Can trust him.
I'd actually like to shout out Cal on our team. He did a very good job in the first game.
Yeah, he was solid, making space for other cutters, getting open, catching the disc when need be. Solid, emerging veteran cutter.
Yeah, speaking of space, is that something that's important as a handler? Because we occasionally have issues with space, but what would you say is the most important part of positioning as a handler?
The way I describe the sport of Frisbee is it's literally you throw, you find the space, and you catch. That's all you have to do. And those are the 3 bare, at least playing offense, those are the bare essentials. If you can make the throw into space, someone will make the cut into space, and someone will catch, and they'll throw and repeat the process. So I feel like just being able to consistently find the open spaces, not running into defenders, not running into other members of your team, just making sure the offense flows. I feel like in general, offense is at its best when it's flowing. The throws are going quickly. People aren't really waiting. It's just going from person to person to person down the field. It's the most effective way to move the disc. And I would definitely come into tomorrow and future tournaments with the B team. I want to see more of just getting the disc to flow, because it's good to be calm with the disc, of course, but when you get flowing, you can tear a team apart. It doesn't matter how good they are.
Yeah. And I really like the way that our rookies I really like the ways that our rookies develop. Sorry for the viewers, the game is going on. We're kind of watching it and talking at the same time.
Yeah, it's tough. This is a good game. We're playing Yale.
It's a really good game.
Which is it's a close game. It's currently, I think, 11-11. And it's fun playing like an Ivy League school. We're a little D3 state school, putting ourselves out there. It's a good time.
But yeah, I really like the way our rookies developed. We were actually very competitive today. More than can be said about some of our previous tournaments when we had just rookie teams. They were holding their own out there, and I really appreciated that. So thank you for doing this interview.
Of course, my regards, Professor Seifried.
So I am now here with Mark Weidman, our former president.
Good times.
Yeah. We just lost that last game to Yale in Uni Point. I wasn't with the A team this whole time, so I wanted to know how the A team was doing at this tournament.
Well, I would definitely like to just shout out all these guys. Great leadership from Luke Barrett, Chris Canaro, Damon Carroll, Aiden Russo. On the field, offense, some great in-cuts by our cutters, Ethan Laderman, Michael Moran, Dylan Fouch, James Marino. Excellent support from our sideline from the B team, with Aiden getting vocal as always. Saw all our other teammates there. Max Tolang gets loud, Devin on the camera, even Billy Pavetta showing up. Just shows all the love and support we get from the other members of our team to ball out, and we probably wouldn't even made it to uni without them. So kudos to those guys.
Yeah, I wanted to know what your record is so far on the day.
Today we are, I think now we're 2-1. 2-1. We had two games earlier, and we played Zone Cup, man. All the different defenses had some good swings. Our last game, I think, was very chillax. Like we weren't playing our best. We were just throwing it deep and running after it and getting it. And I think that kind of probably stemmed into some of the plays. And this next game that we had, we played down a bit, but yeah, 2-1. We got one more, two more maybe, two more. I think one more, two
I think
more.
we have one more game.
We got Hibachi tonight though. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I believe we're playing Vermont next. Their A team won nationals last year, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So we have a good team that we're facing next. Yale is actually a very good team.
Yeah. I love playing really good teams because you learn from them, right? You see what's good. You can see how they, how they cut, what works for them, and we can bring into our own play. And from our standpoint, we just treat every game like it's the next one and our last one. So we're gonna come out every point 0-0, just fresh mind, ready to kick some butt.
Yeah. So when I said we lost that last game in Uni Point, would you like to explain what Uni Point is?
Yeah. So Uni Point is when the last horn of the day goes off, meaning that the time is up for the game, and if the score is tied after that time goes up, you play one sudden death point. It's called Uni, which is short for Universe Point, which means you're the best in the universe if you win it. So we went into Uni Point. It was very intense. They had very good defense, and we had to throw up a floaty kind of pass that the defense had a good chance to D, and they did. And then they worked it down the field with some great handler swings. And nothing was easy. It was a well-earned point. Yeah, it was good. It was good uni.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you, Jackson.
All right, I'm here with Billy Pavetta now. Billy, you can say hi to the people.
Hey, what's up?
Usually he plays with our A team, but unfortunately, as you can see, his arm's in a sling. He's injured. Would you like to explain how that happened?
Yeah, so that actually happened at practice. I made a attempt to catch the disc. I caught it, but dislocated my shoulder in the process. And then I ended up tearing my labrum too.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Normally you're out there playing. I know you're on the sideline now because of this injury. So I just want to ask, what's your role on the sideline?
On the sideline, I just try and keep the energy up, Somebody's looking at the ground, tilt their head up, keep a positive mindset to everything, while also helping lead and chants, things like that. Painful not to be able to play, but I do what I can.
Yeah, it sucks not being able to play. Do you think that you'd be coming back in the spring?
So as of now, I'm going to be off campus next spring, going to be at home on my internship period, but still enrolled in the school and I still want to be a part of the team, so I'm going to see if I could go to as many tournaments, pay my dues, and see what I could do.
Yeah. I was asking kind of about your arm. Are you going to be ready for next semester? I mean, I am very glad that you do want to be on the team.
That's a great point. Right now, I didn't really get much information about the process. Right now, I have 8 weeks of physical therapy I have to go through, and then I have my follow-up. So depending on how that goes, hopefully no surgery, and hopefully I'll be able to play.
Well, I hope that you don't have surgery and you can play as well.
Thank you, Zach.
You're a great presence to have on the team.
Appreciate it.
And
brother.
thank you for doing this interview.
Of course.
So, I'm here with our current club president, Luke Barrett. That's our former club president right there. Barry, you played with both the A team and B team today, which is 5 games. How are you feeling after that?
I like the shot, but I always enjoy playing freshman. I'm never going to complain about it, especially that much. High intensity, loved every second of it. So, great things from both teams. So, it wasn't like one time or the other I had more fun with. It was great vibes all around. I'm sure tomorrow morning and tonight I will feel it in my legs, but for now, the vibes are high.
And I know we lost that last game, leaving, I believe the A team's 2-2 on the day.
Yep.
But that was a very good team. So how do you feel about tomorrow? in terms of our bracket?
I'm not sure exactly how the bracket's going to shape out. I'm not sure if they're doing the power pools together on one side of the bracket or other, but those were great teams, but we hung in with all of them, so we're definitely going to have a shot at winning it all tomorrow. Just depends on how we play our game versus how they play theirs, So, overall, great day for both teams.
Yeah, and also playing, was it kind of a different vibe playing with the B team and with the A team?
The only real vibe difference was since the B team was playing other B teams, it was more of a experiential, have fun, make sure people are learning, people are growing. With the A team, it's a little bit more competitive because you're playing other A teams, some other really good teams. So in terms of vibes, it's more of just like a competitive versus a teaching environment, but both are still super competitive, super fun. It wasn't like I wasn't caring as much in one game as the other, but overall it was just a great time.
Yeah, well, thank you. Rest up for tomorrow.
I'll try.
I hope that we get that cash prize.
Of course. Thank you.
So I'm here with Dominic Pilo. He's a senior on the team, and he's graduating this semester, so this is his last tournament. I just want to get your thoughts on your last tournament.
This is only day one. We still got another day. I think as a team we played really well. I definitely could have played better for sure. But it's all hype, watching our team. We Unipoint Yale, so that means it was they beat us by 1 point, which is huge. And overall, just great vibes.
From what I saw, I thought you played very good in the 2 games that I watched.
Thank you.
Has it hit you yet that this is like your last tournament?
It hasn't hit me yet. Of course, when people come up to me and say, this is going to be your last tournament, it hits.
But
I'm sure tomorrow, my last game is definitely going to hit a little bit.
Yeah, and, I just want to know that you've been on the team for a long time. Have you seen it? Have you seen it grow since you got it onto the team?
So I think my first year we were definitely the best, but I also was definitely the worst on the team. Then all the seniors graduated, so it got much worse. Now it is much better because the rookies from last year are insane. Shout out to Moran.
Yeah.
I think we're definitely better overall.
Yeah. Is there anyone else you'd like to shout out real quick? Anyone that stood out on the A team?
I like to shout out President Barry. Of course, Moran, Mark as usual. Also, the whole A team, they all killed it. Every single person killed it. Sure.
Yeah, I asked Mark about the games I didn't watch, and he said the same thing.
Yeah.
He actually legitimately shouted out every single person by name. Mark.
That sounds like Mark.
Oh, yeah, I'll get those.
So, thank you. And I want everyone to know, I'm going to miss you next semester. This guy is my very good friend, and I live with him, so
Thank you.
he will be missed.
Love.
Also a great player, so he'll be missed on the field and off the field.
Sure.
So thank you for the interview.
Of course.
So the first day of the tournament is over. The guys went back to the hotel. Some of us are not at the hotel. I'm not at the hotel. I'm at one of our teammates' houses. His family was nice enough to host. Shout out to the Paveda family and the Blackwood family for hosting this tournament. Generally speaking, how it goes is we go back to the hotel after the first night, have a little team dinner. The guys at the hotel are having a team dinner. The houses are kind of far from the hotel, so we're not involved in that. We did our own thing. But after that, we go to bed. Sometimes we'll hang out for a little bit, and that's pretty much how it ends. We got another day of Frisbee tomorrow, bright and early, so we're going to get some rest. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.